think very often I've read this gospel story and failed to register that in fact two people walked on water, Jesus and Peter. Yes, it's true that Peter quickly lost heart and sunk into the Galilean Sea, but initially he had more faith and trust than all of the apostles. He had enough trust in Jesus to get out of the boat and try to do the impossible, even if it was only for a few seconds. The other apostles are classic warriors. They didn't know what to think. They weren't sure who the ghost-like figure was coming across the surface of the water towards their boat. They couldn't even put together an intelligible sentence, let alone calmly challenge Jesus, as Peter did when he said, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come across the water to you." That's what worry does. It immobilizes us. Worry creates such fear within us that we're rendered paralyzed. Worry makes us unable to plunge into uncertainty, unable to be people of faith and trust. It's sad, really, that Peter is remembered in this episode as the person of little faith, and all because he faltered after he walked a few steps away from the boat. Should we not remember him rather as the only apostle who was able to overcome his worry and fear? He was the one who would evaluate the situation with sufficient clarity to decide to do something about it, to discover if it was indeed Jesus. He made the decision to take the risk of attempting to do the impossible and leaping into the unknown. Faith and trust are great antidotes for worry. Warriors decide that the situation is beyond them and then do nothing. People of faith decide that the situation is beyond them and then throw themselves upon the mercy and goodness of God and into divine adventures. Warriors face a life of downs. People of faith face a life of uncertainty, but there will be ups as well as downs along the way. Which would you really prefer? Let's pray for the grace to stop worrying, and when we do worry, to have the faith to put our trust in God and in the angels and saints he surrounds us with. You'll find there are lots of them on this road to missionary discipleship.